Hello, I'm Gus. Today we delve into a profound and historic controversy that has erupted in the state of Washington in the United States. At its center is a law that directly challenges the Catholic Church's doctrine on the sacred seal of confession, a tradition upheld for centuries. This unprecedented legal conflict now places priests in a perilous position to either uphold their religious vows or comply with state law. In May 2025, Washington Governor Bob Ferguson signed Senate Bill 5375 into law. This legislation mandates that clergy of all religious denominations report any knowledge or suspicion of child abuse, even if such information is obtained solely through the sacrament of confession. Unlike similar laws in other U.S. states, this one contains no exemptions for confessional secrecy. Failure to comply could result in up to 364 days in jail and a $5,000 fine. The Catholic Church responded immediately and strongly. Bishop Thomas Daly of Spokane issued a letter to his diocese, assuring the faithful that priests would rather be imprisoned than break the seal of confession. He stated, and we quote, "I want to assure you that your pastors, bishops, and priests are committed to maintaining the seal of confession, even to the point of going to jail." Canon law is unequivocal on this issue. Canon 1386 of the Code of Canon Law declares that any priest who directly violates the sacramental seal incurs automatic excommunication reserved to the Holy See. This is not a symbolic stance. It reflects a theological principle that has led priests throughout history to suffer persecution, imprisonment, and even martyrdom, rather than reveal the contents of a confession. The law has not gone unchallenged. On May 29, 2025, the bishops of Washington filed a federal lawsuit claiming that the legislation is unconstitutional. They argue it violates both the Free Exercise Clause of the First Amendment and the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment. Their position is that the state cannot compel a religious actor to choose between spiritual duties and civil compliance. Further escalating the matter, the U.S. Department of Justice opened a civil rights investigation into the law, describing it as anti-Catholic. In June 2025, the federal government formally sued the state of Washington. Assistant Attorney General Harmeet Dillon stated, "Laws that specifically target religious practices like the sacrament of confession have no place in our society." The Fraternity of Catholic Clergy, representing over 500 priests and deacons, issued a public declaration affirming the absolute inviolability of the confessional seal. The group highlighted that there is absolutely no exception to the sacred obligation. While the law's stated intent is to protect children, the Church argues that its internal child protection policies already exceed the law's requirements, except in cases revealed solely during confession. This creates what Jesuit canonist Father Brian Pham called an impossible situation, forcing priests to choose between jail and excommunication. This conflict represents more than a legal debate. It reveals a fundamental clash of worldviews between the secular state and the sacramental mission of the Church. The seal of confession is not merely a tradition but a cornerstone of Catholic spiritual life. Forcing its breach threatens to unravel centuries of theological and pastoral discipline. This moment calls for serious reflection. Can a just society protect its most vulnerable without compromising its citizens' most sacred beliefs? Is it possible to uphold both civil justice and religious integrity? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to stay informed on this developing story.